Heading into Thursday's French Open draw, the biggest question was where Iga Swiatek would land. The four-time champion at Roland Garros, despite a recent dip in form, fell to the number 5 seed, meaning one of the top 4 would face her as early as the quarterfinals. Jasmine Paolini drew the short straw. The Italian, fresh off her title at the Italian Open and a finalist here last year, now faces the daunting possibility of seeing Swiatek again far earlier than she hoped. The biggest beneficiary? Coco Gauff. The number 2 seed from the United States finds herself with a clear path to the final. Not only does she avoid Swiatek unless they both advance that far, but most of the top threats, including number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, are packed into the top half of the draw. Gauff has momentum, having reached the finals in both Rome and Madrid. Her early rounds appear manageable, with a potential third-round clash against Anna Kalinskaya, who's never made it past the second round in Paris. In the fourth, Barbara Krejcikova could be waiting, but she's been sidelined all year with injury. Gauff's projected quarterfinal is against fellow American Madison Keys, who started the season with an Australian Open title but has since cooled. A semifinal could bring a matchup with either Mira Andreeva, a player Gauff has handled comfortably on clay, or Jessica Pegula, who's less effective on this surface. Simply put, Gauff has the draw to make another deep run in Paris. In the men's draw, there's a real chance we finally get Jannik Sinner versus Carlos Alcaraz in a Grand Slam final. These two have separated from the pack and seem destined to battle for major titles for years. Sinner's only 2 losses since last year's French have come against Alcaraz, who holds a 7-4 edge in their rivalry. Sinner recently returned from a suspension tied to a contaminated supplement and still made the final in Rome. Novak Djokovic remains a mystery. Since retiring from the Australian Open semifinals, he's struggled to find form and fitness. At 38, his days of dominating clay courts seem numbered. Still, with a favorable draw, he could reach the quarterfinals and possibly challenge Alexander Zverev. The American men mostly bunched into one quarter, led by Taylor Fritz, with Alex Michelsen, Frances Tiafoe, and Sebastian Korda all lurking. But it's Italy's Lorenzo Musetti who might emerge, given his current clay court form. Meanwhile, Ben Shelton faces a tricky first-round test in Lorenzo Sonego, and Tommy Paul could face Casper Ruud in the 4th round. Finally, Naomi Osaka is a name to watch. A tough first-round matchup awaits against Paula Badosa, but should Osaka get through, she has a real chance to build momentum for her best clay result yet.